There's a creek that's like a few hundred feet from our apartment, and so after it rains, we love coming here because it's so fun when there's a lot of water. So it's been raining the past couple days, so here we are at the creek to play for a while. Watch out, don't go further. Whoa. Big throw. Whoa. Coming here is so good for him, and also so soothing listening to the water rushing past and the birds chirping, and Shiro sleeps so good listening to the water rush. So we try to come here maybe once a week or so. Hey guys, long time no see. I've missed vlogging so much, but now I have 2 under 2, so I have not been vlogging at all. But I'm gonna try to start to get back into it. Life's just been really busy with 2. And Jonathan's traveling right now, and so it's just been me and the kids. We're about to go on a walk. This time postpartum has been really hard mentally. I don't know why it's so much different than last time, but the hormones have been intense, so I've been going on a lot of walks because it's pretty much the only time that everybody's happy and quiet, and it's good. Yeah, it's good for me, good for the kids. So Mommy fix it. There you go. I know it's not good for your teeth. But anyway, and just, you know, getting sunshine and exercise, it's really good. I'll fix this side. There you go. But bringing home a new baby kind of sent Toddler into terrible twos. He's not 2 yet, but really like sent him into it. So it's been hard, but like on top of the hormones and like how I'm feeling mentally. But we're gonna get through it. Excuse the mess. Usually I like to keep my apartment really clean, but for some reason with Jonathan not here, I thought I'd want to keep it more clean, but actually no. I've been not feeling like cleaning as much for some reason. I guess he's my motivation. But we're about to go walk and get some groceries. We have like none of the essentials like milk, eggs, bread. So we're gonna go. Aldi's is like, it's a mile walk away. If I were to drive it, it's only like half a mile, but it's a nicer walk if we go the long way. So I'm gonna go walk to Aldi's and get the essentials. Come here, sweet girlie. Oh, she's 2 months and 2 days, which is so crazy. She's not my little newborn anymore. I'm actually so sad. Having a baby is so bittersweet because like you want them to grow and be healthy, but at the same time, like knowing you're never gonna see that newborn, like newborn them is so sad. Okay, yeah, we're gonna go on a walk. Mommy has to get the stroller ready first, okay? All right. Mommy, get the stroller and then we go. Gotta put your sun hat on. 5 granola bars. You gonna help mommy put away the granola bars? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Good job. We're back now as we're putting away groceries. Every day we go on like 2 to 4 mile walks and it feels so good. When I wasn't going on my long walks because I was so pregnant, I had to pee every like 2 seconds, I was really feeling it. Like I feel like mentally I need to walk every day. I need to be in the sun, I need to exercise, it feels so good. And especially now, postpartum, like your body changes so much with pregnancy, especially now that it's my second. I feel the changes a lot more than the first time. Like things are a lot different, but I feel like my body can definitely go, definitely not back to how it was, because like once you have a baby, your body's forever changed, but it can definitely, yeah, Ezra, we'll do bubbles in a few minutes, okay? I gotta put away the groceries first. But what was I saying? Like I feel like if I exercise and keep walking, then my body can kind of go back to pre-pregnancy, but obviously it's not going to go back completely how it was because your body's changed. Yeah. Another thing is I absolutely love breastfeeding. It's the most special connection. The oxytocin that's released when you're breastfeeding is like life-changing. It is the most beautiful, wonderful thing ever. It just, like, the bond is so special. It feels so good. It's so good for the baby, so good for you. With breastfeeding, it's kind of 50-50 if you're gonna gain weight or lose weight, because when you're breastfeeding, you're so hungry. So you have to eat, like 3,000 to 4,000 calories a day when you're breastfeeding, which is a lot. So some people lose weight, but a lot of people also gain weight too. And I feel like it's helped me lose weight, but also at the same time, the problem with breastfeeding is the first place your body pulls fat from the milk is your butt. Like really, that's the last place that women want the fat to leave, at least now in 2026. So that's a little upsetting. Like why does it have to go from your butt first? But so I feel like breastfeeding really just changes the way your body is, like the fat distribution of your body and just like the shape of your body. Breastfeeding changes it so much. I feel like it's hard to explain unless you've gone through it, then you'll understand what it does. So the walks have really helped me mentally, because even if you're not losing weight by exercising, it still feels so good and it makes you feel like you are. So the walks have been really good. So we're gonna be moving soon. That's actually why Jonathan's traveling right now. He was traveling for a job interview, and so I don't know exactly when we're gonna be traveling. So there's a lot of moving parts and things we have to figure out. But I do know, yeah, I'll do bubbles. That's gonna be soon. So I'm gonna work on getting things ready to sell. We're only getting rid of a few things. We're bringing everything with us besides, like, we're not gonna bring that shoe rack. We're not gonna bring our kitchen table, and we're not gonna bring our dressers. But everything else, ooh, pretty, we're gonna bring with us. So I just want to get those things out of the way. So I'm gonna take some pictures of those and list them on Facebook Marketplace. Ready, Ezra? Whoa. Yeah. Because there's so many things to consider right now. I don't know how soon we're moving. It could be like ASAP or it could be in a bit. So ready? Ooh. Ready? Whee! So that's my mission for today. I was telling this table to make it look a little bit nicer. Next mission is trying to make the dressers look a little bit nicer. There's this new Mediterranean dish that I have been obsessed with. I've literally made it 3 times in the last 2 weeks because it's so good. I'll link the recipe for you guys in the description in case you want to try it. It's so good. It's like bursting with flavor. So good. So anyway, I'm about to make that for lunch. I'll probably eat during Ezra's nap because usually we eat together for lunch at the same time, but this was going to take too long and he was hungry, so I'm just going to have to eat a late lunch. When she's fussy, we'll come outside and like every time she'll stop crying. Works like a charm. So we'll come out here a lot to like chill, and when she needs to fall asleep, we'll come out here and listen to the birds, and she'll fall asleep pretty quickly out here. So hopefully she'll fall asleep soon right now. It's the next day. I've already sold the table and chairs, and I have somebody coming later for the shoe rack and somebody coming later for the dressers. So that was easy. This is a really, really good area for Marketplace. We've gotten so much stuff on there, and I've sold so much like this. It's so good. Anyway, we're about to head out on our walk now, and I'm not sure what we'll do the rest of the day, but we're gonna walk downtown because that's my favorite place. It's nice to just be around people watch. It feels really good. We're cutting our walk short because I feel like it's gonna rain and I just don't feel like a long walk today. I have no idea where we left off, but Ezra's in bed and Aurora and I are making some cookies. I don't know if I told you guys, but I sold the table. Table's gone, shoe rack's gone, dressers are gone. Now I just have one more thing. That's our kitchen shelves that I'm trying to sell. Okay, let me think. I don't want to make like a full cookie recipe because it's just me. Maybe I'll let Ezra have one tomorrow. I don't know, but it's just me. So I think I want to do this recipe. I think I'm going to cut it in 3rd or 4ths. So let me think, what makes the most sense? Actually, I don't even have that much butter, so what do I need to do? One of these is half a cup. So 4 of these is a 1/4 of a cup. Okay, but what about everything else? That's gonna be really complicated. Okay, let me do this. Don't distract me. I went to a friend's birthday party once and her friend made these cookies and I was blown away because I've actually spent my whole life trying to find a good cookie recipe. I feel like nothing was exactly what I wanted and I always mess it up, but these are actually the best cookies in my entire life. I'm gonna have to like link the video for these recipes. It's brown butter chocolate chip cookies. So the secret is that you melt and brown the butter first. Unfortunately, it has been my guilty pleasure making cookies. Like the way that some moms like wind down with a glass of wine at the end of the night. I really like warm cookies at the end of the night. And when I was pregnant, I was like, it's fine, I'm pregnant. Like, you're allowed to eat whatever you want when you're pregnant. That's what I was telling myself. And I'm not pregnant anymore. But I'm postpartum and I'm breastfeeding. And when I was breastfeeding Ezra, I remember saying the same thing. I'm like, I'm breastfeeding, I'm allowed to eat whatever I want. But I probably should chill a little bit. But at least I'm not making a full cookie recipe. I'm cutting it in 3rds, so that is progress. Not that I was eating like a full cookie recipe in one night or anything, but I'm just saying that I'm not making as many right now. So you brown the butter and you stir it constantly. It takes a while for it to turn brown, but it's so worth it. So yummy. Postpartum pregnancy, I don't know, like I feel like sometimes I feel like it's just me, which I feel like is what anybody who's struggling mentally thinks. They feel like it's just them. But like genuinely, is pregnancy and postpartum this hard for everyone, or is it just for me? Because I feel like I've overcome a lot of stressful things in my life. And I mean, like I did the military, I did basic training in the winter. It's like negative degrees, just sleeping in tents multiple days at a time. I were outside, I don't know, like 14 hours a day, and it's like 2 degrees outside. Like I've done hard things, and so my body has been stressed, and like sometimes I'll take cold showers because a good way to teach your body how to manage stress is to take freezing showers, because then real life stressors won't seem that stressful because your body was able to self-regulate and calm down in the freezing shower. Anyway, my mind's all over the place. You can tell I have mom brain. But what I was trying to say is like I've done stressful things, but pregnancy and postpartum has been the hardest things I've done in my entire life. Oh, you guys are falling. Like, I'm pretty sure it's the hardest thing I've ever done. It's just so much. My first pregnancy, that was also extra hard because I was throwing up constantly and I was nauseous the entire time. I think I only had like a couple weeks break where I wasn't nauseous. So that was different. This pregnancy I only threw up like a few times. Oh, you guys are falling again. But it's not just that, it's like it's the hormones. It gets to me so much. And I know that's not how it was meant to be. Just like our lifestyle and the toxins in our life and our diet is not helpful towards pregnancy. There's actually this book that I heard about just recently, and I think it's called like the first 42 days or the first 40 days. And it's what women should eat the first 40 days after giving birth. And that's so interesting to me because in a lot of cultures, women will stay inside with their new baby and they won't leave their house for the first 40 or 42 days, whatever it is. And it's really interesting how other cultures prioritize that over us. I'll never forget, I was getting fingerprints done for my nursing license like a year or 2 back, and Ezra was just like a couple months old, and I went in. It was this family owned like UPS store / grocery store / fingerprinting facility / restaurant, and this Indian family owned it. And it was just this random place I found on Google to get fingerprints done. And when he saw I had the baby, he had his daughter make me a special smoothie for like postpartum recovery. And then he had another daughter stand beside us the whole time I was doing my fingerprints. Like as I had my fingerprints down, anytime Ezra would make even just like a little squeak, the dad would be like, rock the baby, and have his daughter rock her in her car seat. It was so sweet. Like other cultures just treat women so much differently. And sometimes I'm like, okay, I'm being like, sometimes when I'm like thinking about or talking about postpartum, I'm like, okay, am I being really extra? Billions of women have done this. But I also feel like I said, in our culture, in this country, in this society, in this day and age, it's just not treated the same way. Like a long time ago, women, you know, they'd live in tribes and they'd all be going through it together, and they would help each other, they'd nurse each other's babies. They were very close, and they would eat in a nourishing way, and like they didn't have the hormone disruptors that we have. I love how I'm talking about this as I'm making cookies. Cookies are probably not on the list of things to eat postpartum. Anyway, I just feel like postpartum has been so much harder this time around. And I don't know exactly why it is. Like, I have had a toddler that's screaming like constantly. Like, I think bringing home a new baby really stressed him out and put him in terrible twos. Like, even though he loves her so much, it's just kids don't deal with change well. And, you know, he was my baby. It was just him and I constantly. And then all of a sudden, I have somebody else here, and it's not constant attention on him anymore. So literally, this is another thing where I'm like, is it just me? Like, have I failed? What is wrong with me that my toddler screams all the time? Like, we don't do TV. He was breastfed. We co-slept safely, following the Safe Sleep 7. Don't worry. I used to really hardcore judge people who co-slept before I dove super duper deep into the science, even down to like the carbon dioxide exchange, and found out it's actually safer than in the crib if you're doing it safely, following the Safe Sleep 7. But anyway, I was like, why does he scream all the time? I don't understand. And I still don't understand, but I'm just trying my best. Some kids are just harder than others, I guess. Oh, you guys keep falling. But if any of you have had kids before, or you're postpartum right now and you feel like you're struggling, it's not just you. Like I said, it feels like it's just me, and I'm like, what is wrong with me that I'm struggling so much when billions of women have done this? But it's hard. The hormones are just so intense, and every pregnancy is different. You guys keep slipping. I'm putting you down there. And what was I saying? And like postpartum pregnancy, it's all hard enough, and then if you have other stressful things on top of that, it makes it so much harder. And I have had stressful things on top of that, but all of this is to say that this time around has not been easy at all. And I just want to be open with you guys about that, because I feel like it's easy to feel like everyone is doing better than you, or maybe you might see a picture of someone smiling with their baby and you're like, wow, like they're killing it. And I actually get a lot of messages like that, which is so sweet. It means a lot to me. How many people have said like, you're killing it, like killing motherhood, you're doing great. But just know that I do not feel that way a lot of the time. It feels stressful and hard and hormonal, and it's been an extremely depressing, anxiety-filled, lonely time of my life postpartum. I don't understand why this time around has been so much harder, but it has been a lot. And at first I was like, okay, this is just postpartum blues, this is normal, the first like week or two. But then more time went on, and I'm like, okay, like why am I still feeling like this? It's not postpartum blues period anymore. And eventually I was like, okay, like this is hard, this is really hard. And even now, 8 weeks postpartum, I'm like, this is hard. I'm struggling, but I have God. I've been praying constantly to get through it. Oh, also, when you make the cookies, changing the subject, when you make the cookies, you want them to cool, you want the butter to cool down a little bit. The first time I did not do that, and then it melted all the chocolate chips, and then the cookies kind of burned in the oven because all the melted chocolate chips. So you want to let it cool down for a little bit, but don't put it in the fridge, because another time I did that, and duh, you can't put melted butter in the fridge. It just turns solid again. Duh. But that is such a me thing to do. I was not thinking about that. Anyway, so just you want to let it cool down for a little bit. So like now I took it off the heat because it's all the way browned. Can you guys see? Oh yeah, see, it's brown. So now I'm just gonna like stirring it to let it cool down a little bit before I add the other ingredients. And my favorite type of recipes are when it's all in one pot all in one dish, and that's how these cookies are. You don't have to do everything separately. So I just like, when I pour the dry ingredients on top of the wet ones, I kind of just use a fork to stir those together on top and then stir it all together. I don't even remember what I was saying. I feel like postpartum, the enemy really uses that time to get to you because you're so vulnerable, and it's so easy for him to put these thoughts in your head until just like those to run wild. So every single time that you're having an anxious thought, whether you're postpartum or not, you need to take that thought captive. And what that means is to just think about it and be like, instead of letting it like one weed turn into a bunch of weeds, let that negative thought, that weed, think about it and tell yourself like, no, that's not true. That's not what God says about me. That is not true. And kind of just like toss it out of your brain, like like I said, come up with a rebuttal for it. So that's what it means by taking every thought captive. Don't just let it run wild. I don't want to scare you if you haven't had a baby and you're like, oh gosh, am I cut out for this? Because I don't think everybody goes through this. Like I said, my first time was a lot easier mentally. Maybe I'm just predisposed to struggling mentally. I feel like that might be it. Well, I don't know. But it's, like I said, it's not every pregnancy. Everyone is so different. And maybe some people's hormones fluctuate more than others. Or maybe some people do things that help nourish their body to heal it and help with hormones, like your diet. As I'm making cookies. Like your diet is one thing, and like getting enough sleep, like every baby's different, so there's a lot of factors that play into it. So, and it's so hard because it makes me so sad that I'm sad. I'm like, I have this beautiful precious baby, I have so many blessings, like I should not be struggling. And when I think that way, I try to give myself grace, but it is hard because I'm like, I feel like I have all these reasons to be happy, and yet I'm still struggling. And yeah, there's definitely personal things that are hard in my life, but it is really hard. I feel like a lot of women have felt that way with postpartum depression, where they're like, I should be happy right now. I have a sweet, beautiful, healthy baby. And so that is hard, but I just tell myself it's temporary. We'll get through it. And being postpartum, I feel like I have to work extra hard to, like I said, not let those thoughts run rampant and like thoughts from the enemy. Like even sharing now, something I love about social media is I love feeling like, yes, it is kind of a false sense of connection, but it also, in other ways, it does make us feel connected and less alone in things. Like, have you seen people online, like girls online, they're like, no such thing as oversharing, and they'll say a lot of things online, and like some people might be like, wow, that's oversharing, but others, like, that really feels good to them and makes them feel less alone and helps them connect. It feels good. So I really love when people post personal stuff online. Maybe not everybody agrees with that, and that's okay, but it does give me anxiety to share things online. But then I remind myself that if this is helping even one single person, then it's worth it. It's worth everybody else judging, and I'm doing God's will. Because sometimes God lets us suffer because although it hurts him to watch us suffer, he knows that it's going to help other people because we'll be able to help other people get through it. So yeah, it's really awkward to talk about online, and I feel like I have talked about it a decent amount, like on Instagram. I've mentioned it at least a couple of times that postpartum has been harder this time around, and like I kind of feel really weird and vulnerable and embarrassed to post that, but at the same time it could be helping somebody else feel less alone, and it doesn't really matter what anybody else thinks. Also, if anybody wants to let me know, do you guys like long videos or short videos? Because some of my videos are like 40 minutes, and is that crazy long, or is it fun? Let me know, because personally I used to love the long videos because it's so fun, just like getting a glimpse of what how other people live their life and feel inspired. It's so fun to see, like, be a fly on the wall in somebody else's life, to see what they do, how they choose to live their life and spend their time. But then now I feel like I have no time, and I haven't watched YouTube in forever, unless I'm on walks and I'm listening to, like, usually it's Christian podcasts. But so now I'm like, an 11-minute video is perfect versus like a 40-minute video. So if you want to let me know what you prefer, feel free to message me or to comment. So it turns out cutting the recipe in thirds was a terrible idea, because how do you cut 1 egg and 1 egg yolk in thirds? Doesn't work. So they taste different. Like, they're still good, but they don't taste the amazing way they're supposed to taste. What are you gonna do? Good thing I only made a few. See, they even look silly.